It promises to be a highly entertaining afternoon here in North London as the Arsenal legends take on Milan Glory. Hoping they're in vintage form in the commentary box for us, Danny Higginbottom and Sam Matterface.
Good afternoon, Jackie. Good afternoon, everyone. Well, it is an often repeated criticism that Arsenal don't have enough big characters around this place. Well, the Emirates is full of them this afternoon. The names on the team sheets roll off the tongue, and they have more silverware between them than the vault at the Tower of London. Arsenal's squad is light up top in the absence of the new Belgian assistant boss, and as a result they start without a recognised striker, but in Freddie Ljungberg, Robert Pires and Marc Overmars they'll have enough threat. 10 of the starting 11 won the Premier League with Arsenal during their time at the club. Milan Glory include the only man to play in 3 consecutive World Cup finals, Cafu, 4-time Serie A winners Zvonimir Boban, and 2 popular Premier League faces in Marcel Desailly and Paolo Di Canio star. Giuseppe Favelli found that the warm-up was a little bit taxing at his age, pinged something, and is replaced as a result by Dario Simic. Marcel Desailly stroking the ball to Simic, who was a late replacement for Favelli, who had issues in the warm-up. There might be 1 or 2 who pulled some things here and there. This is Overmars with an early chance. Wasn't far away. Well, he's always been a big name and a big player. He's slightly bigger now than he was, but he still has big moments in him.
Oh, he does. No doubt about that. Fantastic effort as well. What a magnificent player he was from Arsenal. Saw him so many times.
Kolo Touré with that immediate hands up as if to say, I didn't touch it, Gov. He certainly did. He certainly got hold of that one. He's given it straight back. And Marcel Desailly couldn't sort his feet out. It's good skill by Gilberto Silva, and he's found Petit. And now Robert Pires in full flow with options right and left. One of them is Overmars. It's Marc Overmars. It's a good save by Amiati. Solid hands from Christian Amiati, only retired at the end of last season.
It's a fantastic save. He'll be very proud of that one. Like you just said, he's only just finished playing. It's a good break from Arsenal. Great bit of movement. Overmars finds himself in a bit of space. And as you say, great save from Amiati. Played in both legs of the Copa.
Petit, Overmars. Gilberto. It's a good play by Arsenal, this. Gilberto, Overmars. Pires wants it back. Pires gets it back. It's Robert Pires. It's still Robert Pires. And was there a little touch from the goalkeeper, or did that fly straight over? I think it's a corner.
Oh, that was fantastic football. They played it through. All the players going forward. You go back 15, 20 years. It was Arsenal turning defence into attack.
A bit of skill from Petit. Still has that shirt untucked at the waist, so he's given it away cheaply. Ambrosini. Boban. Onto Vieri. First real chance. First real save from David Seaman. Safe hands. Still at the ripe old age of 52.
It's fantastic play. Great save from Seaman.
Pires. And Petit. Took a deflection, might come through to Kanu! It's his first touch, and Arsenal have their first goal. He is still the king. Smiles on the face of the manager, and applause from those who remember his contribution to this club.
And then for the short corner this time, I think Perez wanted a little bit of a break of putting it into the box, left it to Petit. And just stood still, Kanu. Fantastic header it is from him. And a deserved lead as well for Arsenal. And saying, just talking about Kanu, remember he 2-0 down at Chelsea, got a 15-minute hat-trick, and for myself personally playing against him, it was so tough to mark because he would make a fool out of you. He would always put the ball just where you thought you could get it, and if you dived in, before you knew it, he was away from you and you'd just be on the floor. He was such a difficult player to play against. You go for a header with him, he'd be getting it down on his chest.
He was just teasing you. See again, Ljungberg, Kanu, oh lovely, good strength. It's still Kanu. So close to a second, and he knows it.
Fantastic from Kanu. Great play as well from Number, but just so nonchalant from Kanu, the way he just gets away from players. Good strike as well. Just past far post. Great strike. Certainly had a massive influence since he's come onto the pitch.
And Kanu managed to have 2 or 3 shots so far and has at one stage. The limp bar, it was called. He's 50 years of age now, Anders Limpar. Remember him running down the wing for Arsenal and for Everton. Oh, here's Di Canio. Still Paolo Di Canio. And Pascal Sigan has got back and timed his tackle to perfection.
Indeed, Di Canio had got away from him first, his first touch. You see the funny side of it. Just gets on the wrong side here. Great first touch. Sigan just gets a fantastic tackle at the last minute.
Oh, the header. Brilliant. Safe hands from David Seaman. Scrambled in by Vieri. It's the equaliser for Milan. And Christian Vieri is taking the acclaim. There was a fantastic super save from Seaman in the build-up to that, which stopped a certain goal from the initial delivery. But he couldn't keep Vieri's effort out.
Seaman's instincts, as you say initially, from this near post flick on, I think from Ambrosini's great. At the far post.
Oh, Nigel Winterburn was bullied off of that.
I think it's safe to say that the strength of Vieri was better than the strength of Winterburn there. There's only going to be one winner in that situation. Although Winterburn has tried to face him off, and that's why he's grabbed hold of his face afterwards. Hey, any way you can stop him, but unfortunately for Winterburn there, he wasn't able to stop Vieri.
Double winning player, twice a double winning assistant manager. Vieri, Serginho. Oh, it's a decent cross, which Petit didn't deal with. And Bassini couldn't finish it off. Di Canio gets it back. Oh, that's some strike, that. Really well hit. Marco Simone.
It's brilliant, and that's the one thing, you know, we talk about the players. Yes, you know, you lose the fitness, can't get around the pitch as much, but you look at the technique, that's something you don't ever lose. It's a great strike just over the bar.
Iranio, space for Di Canio, spotted him. Di Canio's taken it down. Is he going to go for goal? He is, and Jens Lehmann, well, he made a bit of a mess of that. Di Canio with a fierce effort.
He's smiling about it though. Great ball from Iranio. Canio finds that bit of space. Great strike for him as well. And Lehmann gets his hands in it and then quickly looks behind him, making sure he's not going into the back of the net. Unfortunately for him, just goes over the bar.
Moved in the air, right? Simone. He's trying desperately to find Paolo Di Canio. That was neat. This is Perez. Now Gilberto. Kanu outside him. Kanu again. Gilberto wants it. Gilberto gets it. And the man who scored the first competitive goal at this stadium was almost on the score sheet again.
He covered some ground then on his run. Just manages to get on the wrong side of Ambrosini. Good little run, great ball from Kanu. The target.
Fellow in his 70th year now. Here's Boamorte. Oh, lovely touch. Might come back to Kanu. Does, goes down. Surely it's a penalty. Well, Howard Webb, I don't think he's going to be moved. He's shaking his head and he's saying it was a dive. And they're all going across to help pick up the Milan player. Iranio, who was on the floor. Lovely bit of skill by Boamorte.
Yeah, it's fantastic. How many times do we see this from Kanu? Just that little shape and then takes it the other way. I think he's got that spot on. Howard Webb, he just sees, he just takes it away. I don't think there's actually...
There's a little bit of contact there, Danny.
I don't know. Not too sure.
You think he's looking for it? He's one of the older ones as well, 52 years of age. Nigel Winterburn, Keon coming on. Keon, 50 years of age. 13 years at Arsenal in all. Still works as a scout for them. part of one of the best defences of the decade in the 1990s. Here's a chance for Kanu. It's in. Brilliant free kick. Kanu stretched every one of those telescopic limbs and got enough on the ball. And it snuck over the line, and Arsenal in front.
The Arsenal goal scorer, 25.
It's a great ball in from Boamorte. See Kanu just at the far post. I think he would give a penalty if it doesn't go over the line, as he was held back, no doubt about it. And I don't think we even really need a replay to see if that's gone over the line. And Kanu once again, and Arsenal the lead.
No need for goal line technology. It was a good foot and a bit over the line. And Kanu just having a rest after that.
I've said, well, he should go to one of the bigger clubs, and he's taken the easy choice. I don't think that he has. I think that he'll be looking at it and thinking that he wants his eventual outcome to be back in the team at Arsenal, no doubt about it.
It's Perez. It's that handball. And Howard Webb was on the scene, didn't give it. Perez wants it back again. Goes down. Certainly this time it's going to be a penalty. Ambrosini was guilty of holding Perez. All smiles, a flash of the teeth from the Frenchman. But Howard Webb had little choice.
Yeah, Ambrosini knows it as well. It's a great 1-2 with Boamorte. See him playing it here, and Ambrosini, no arguments. It's just a shame Thierry Henry isn't here. Do you remember that penalty they took between them? And one played it in front of the other, but they didn't get it right, did they?
Well, it's gifted the opportunity to Kanu to crown his return to Arsenal with a hat-trick. He scored a 15-minute hat-trick against Chelsea, one of his most famous moments. Can he score another one? He can. Easy. It's a stroll. It's always a stroll with Kanu. Rolling back the clock and raising the Emirates to fever pitch.
Just nonchalant, as all of Kanu's career was. Nothing looks too difficult. Everything's so simplistic, so easy for him. Straight down the middle. And like he was saying, players like Kanu, they've got that natural ability. Fitness-wise, as they get older, it's not going to affect them. It's not going to bother them, because technically, so good. And you can see what Arsene Wenger thinks about it.
Rice back in the dugout after his retirement and health problems. We do wish him all the best. He is one of only 3 Arsenal players to play in 5 FA Cup finals. Here's Perez. Freddie Ljungberg made it. Robert Pires finished it off. And Arsenal have finished off Milan.
And he enjoyed that one, but Ljungberg, I think he's been the star of the show. Still looks very fit, still looks as though he can play. And Perez getting on that far post, you can see what it means to him with his celebration, also the supporters as well. He's another hero here from over the years at Arsenal.
Well, the two of them are famous for their hairstyles back in the early part of the millennium. There's hardly a follicle between them now. But the rapport and the talent is still the same.
I think the thing is, when you look at them two players as well, you know, whether
90 seconds to go. Vieri, they would have stretched for that back in the day. There was a dive for that at the far post by Massaro. Daniele Massaro went down rather theatrically, and Howard Webb, well, I tell you what, his back pocket will be bulging. How many euros have been stuffed in a brown envelope for him to give that one, Danny?
He's very theatrical. You see Seagon, he's trying to see it out. Oh, he's a 10 out of 10 for effort.
Vieri to reduce the deficit. No, great save. The second one couldn't keep it out from Vieri's follow-up, but Jens Lehmann did his best, his very best. The deficit has been reduced, but there was a show of great goalkeeping from Jens Lehmann.
It's an outstanding first save. Stop Vieri, great save, and even he gets up then. Gets his hand on the second one. His reactions are still top class. Vieri's there to put the ball into the back of the net, and he's so unfortunate on the rebound as well. Six
6 goals, some sublime skill, a hat-trick to boot for Kanu. legends to be revered, and all in aid of a very, very good cause. Fantastic to watch, fantastic to be a part of. It has finished at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal legends 4, Milan Glory 2. We'll pour over the game and get some analysis from Kevin Campbell and Mark Hateley in just a second. Live from the Emirates. Stick around.